our officials, Ron Groover, Lee Cassell, and Tommy Morrissey. It is the Tigers in the visiting yellow. They've got the rock, and they throw the alley-oop to start the game, and throwing it down is Michael Nwoku. Up top, they work it around the perimeter. Chase Forte. Now here's Fred Payne. They will use the entire shot clock. In the lane, and he gets it. It's Payne. Starts it off of BC.
Good start on both ends. The problem was it was really easy and really pretty for LSU. BC really had to work and start to figure out how this switching LSU man it can be attacked.
Nwoku in the post. Shoots over 70% from the field. Misses that one. Rebound comes to BC. And here's Donald Hand Jr. Payne has it. Driving the baseline. Loses it. Turnover. Here comes LSU.
LSU does a lot of switching, but they're also maintain their position off the ball, which means if you're going to attack a matchup you like, there's going to be help present.
Nwoku just powers his way to the rim. Gets his second bucket of the night. This guy shoots over 70%, 74% from the field, leads the SEC. Only player in the conference shooting over 70%.
Oh, Matt McMahon was talking about how we've got to be physical. We've got to be tough. Well, Nwoku, he delivered a little something on that one.
Welcome to those who just watched Auburn and Syracuse. We're inside Conte Forum on the Heights. And it is again, day 2 of the ACC SEC Men's Challenge. Brian Custer along with John Crispin. We've got the unbeaten LSU Tigers here taking on the Eagles of Boston College. 4-2 our score here early on.
Now, LSU unbeaten. They haven't really yet been tested, and that was by design. You do some scheduling to help develop a team early, particularly when you look at what the SEC looks like all year, every year.
Certainly have redesigned their entire roster, and that's one guy who they've brought in this season, Michael Nwoku. Mississippi State transfer, started his career at Miami.
He might end his career in the NFL.
At 3, off the mark. And pushing it is McKinnon. And turnover, LSU.
Nwoku's just been dominant to start. I mean, it started with the lob dunk, but then he just put his shoulder into the chest of the defender on the opposite block, got one to go, and then he got position early, went left shoulder, right hook. Too easy to start for Nwoku, says the guy that doesn't have to cover him.
4-point lead here for the Tigers. LSU 7-0, BC 4-4. Baseline drive by Donald Hands, no good. Here come the Tigers. Thomas, first 2 seasons at UNLV, now at LSU. Aiden Shaw with it, gives it to Hand.
Boston College has to be patient early. Don't get too down because you've got to feel what this defense does in their switching. That's good stuff.
Yes, Aiden Shaw throws it down.
You got to have counters to the switching, and a lot of times the counter is just simply a slip. You slip to the basket, you make that pass with 2 covering the basketball. Another pass gets an easy one.
McKinnon, jumper, smooth.
you're going to have space to work off the bounce because Nuwoka is going to just garner such attention on the block. There's going to be a battle for position down there, which means if you can get to the paint, there's not going to be a lot of help.
Kennan, another new Tiger, came over from Portland, a Portland transfer. Played on Australia's national basketball team as well. And another turnover. 74% is what he shoots from the field. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Markel Sutton throws it into the post. Robert Miller, the third. Jumper is short. Here comes Donald Hand. Euro step. Layup no good, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. You can see BC compared to last season. Boy, they are shooting the three, but the shooting percentage just 27%.
Look, depending on what personality you're talking to of mine, like, I love it that they're shooting them. At the same time, I don't. Like, you want to be able to create a rhythm as a shooter to be able to shoot shots and make a higher percentage. I do believe there's a part of you that has to be committed to shooting. There are a lot of teams out there that say, look, this is what we're going to do, so we're going to start doing it now. The problem is if it's not who you are, you're going to miss them consistently, and that could just absolutely tank a game. So you've got to be able to develop a good rhythm to the game first so that the shots that you're taking have a better chance of going in. So I think it's less about the shots you're taking. It's more about the other things you're doing to get those looks.
DJ Hand, 1 of 2 from the line. Here's Thomas. Got his man on his hip and kisses it off the glass. Man, that was pretty.
That was like old man.
Yes, it was.
Playing against children. It just works. You works. I mean, there's so many guys that I'd say in the old NBA where they were able to do that in ball screens and the defense was different. Where you just keep working them in a ball screen situation. You play angles. It's like high-level move. A lot of experience showcased in that play.
Lost it. Turnover. Aiden Shaw turns it over. Thomas. Shot no, but the follow by Pablo Tamba is good.
And BC's got to create energy in this building. I understand it's not a lot of noise here. Well, you've got to create it. Sometimes it's the guys coming off the bench. Sometimes it's just being vocal on the floor.
Luka Toews. His jumper is no good. Here's Mac McKinnon. Seven-point lead for the Tigers. That shot off the mark. And here comes the freshman. Behind the back dribble by Payne. Back to Toews. Fadeaway jumper off the glass is good.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got a nice little, I'll call it a slow wiggle, right? He's got a slow wiggle. Very patient, good poise. Gets an angle to that bank shot. It's a much higher level shot than I think people realize.
Here's McKinnon. Fades, got his home bucket, missed it, but the follow's good. Markel Sutton.
That's where you've got to be able to play good defense and finish a possession. That's a tough shot that goes up. That means you did your job as a defense, but you really didn't finish the possession, so you didn't. A lot of that is communication.
Toews. It looks like they're going to get a reach in or a kick.
Dedan Thomas is just, I mean, this is just good patience. You got two defenders. You continue to probe. You continue to keep your defender, meaning the guy defending the basketball, on your hip. Wait for that second defender to go away. Why does the second defender go away? Because you could pass. 7+ assists per game. 5.4 assist turnover ratio. I don't even think I had a good enough pass to turnover ratio in games, if that even makes it. They should track that.
That's a good look at Matt McMahon. Matt McMahon and Alan McMahon in his fourth season at LSU. Sutton's shot off the glass. No, again, the follow is good by Robert Miller III. So the Tigers all over the glass.
Yeah, it's just been too easy. You had 2 to 3 defenders going at the basketball there in transition, yet no one stopped the ball to at least deter the drive that led to the shot, led to the offensive rebound.
9-point lead. .11:50, 16-7 our score here at BC. Inbounding and turnover. Caleb Steger checked in but stepped out of bounds. Big turnover for BC.
BC's got to find energy. They've just got to create some sort of energy, and given the lack of rhythm they've had on the offensive end, I've got to think it starts on defense. Be overly physical if you need to. Establish yourselves in this game. They've not been able to do it. Give up offensive rebounds and easy putbacks.
You know, when we were talking with Coach McMahon, he was saying we got to turn them over. BC only averages 9 turnovers a game. They've already got 5. And another offensive board by the Tigers. Put back, no. Nwoko on the boards, but there's a foul. And they're going to call that one on Nwoko. They're going to say pushed off.
It's like one of those fouls you get for just being stronger than everybody else. You gave him a little, that was a good one. Kind of hit it a little bit.
He did.
He kind of kept the arms up, but threw a hip. Coach Matt McMahon talked a lot in shoot-around about physicality, be physical, be physical. I think it's physicality, but it's also a sense of toughness as you finally get one to go.
Yeah, Boden, Kapke.
And that's key, too, because he's a guy that can help space the floor as a 4-5. And when you have a big man space in the floor, it brings a big defender away from the basket. And the way this LSU team defends, they'll switch everything, early clock situations, except for the 5-man. So if you could pull the big away from the basket, open up some driving lanes, it should soften the defense a bit. That's going to be another one on Nwoko.
Another one on Nwoko. You're right. 2 quick ones on him. Hey, coming up next, 3rd annual ACC SEC Men's Basketball Challenge rolls on in Atlanta. Mississippi State, Georgia Tech, and of course you can always watch it on the ESPN app. Here's Fred Payne. They go inside, tried to get it to Kapke. Steger, the freshman. His three's no good.
Coach Earl Grant talked about getting Steger more time. He just needs more time, and a lot of that is just getting him a feel for the game. He needs to earn more minutes, but sometimes earn more minutes, just got to give him some more.
Rashad King's shot is blocked. Pablo Tambo's right there. Thought about the 3. 5 on the shot clock. Tambo with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Hastings, and here come BC back the other way. Steger again, count it.
It's good. Nwoko's off the floor with the 2 fouls, so that gives you a glimmer of confidence, right? You get a stop and a run out with numbers. Steger already got a shot up, so he feels it off his hand. It's much more confidence when you get that next one.
He came off the bench against Harvard, pumped in a career-high 9 points in their victory over Harvard the other day. There's Robert Miller III. Did he walk? Yes, he did.
Good stuff. We said BC needs to create a little energy, and you need to start by doing that on the defensive end. Good presence, get that ball out, push it up the floor, and then find open men. When you do that, you start to develop confidence on both sides of the floor. Take advantage of the time with Nwoko off the court. You better capitalize on this time because he's been dominant to start. And foolish, quite frankly, to get those 2 fouls.
Here's Toews. Pullback. Rolls off, tipped out. Dedan Thomas is checked back in for LSU. Wide open for 3. Too strong. And went off of Robert Miller's hands.
Sometimes I think guys like Nwoko, who comes in, he didn't play major minutes last year. He comes in here, and he's a far more important player here at LSU than he was at Mississippi State. So he is far more important, means you're too important to pick up 2 silly fouls. And it's something you've got to develop and learn. Guys that start playing 30 minutes a game since your freshman year, you learn how to do that.
That shot blocked by Robert Miller III. Again, here comes LSU. They've missed their last 5 shots, though. Under 10 minutes till the half.
Sometimes those fouls aren't bad if you're Boston College. Because we had talked about how you slow the game down. What do you have to do to slow the game down? Sometimes a foul's a great way to slow the game down. Particularly if a player has an advantage or if the defense isn't set. Attacks the basket, be physical. If you don't get the call, great. But be physical enough to push him off his line. Do think chopping it up a bit kind of is what allowed them to get back in this game.
Called that foul on Luka Toews, the freshman. He'll have a seat. Both substitutions by both squads. Corner 3 by McKinnon's no good.
Toews goes with the long sleeves. What are your thoughts on the long sleeves?
I like it. I'm with it.
Like, I think if I played in the game today, I would definitely go with the long tights.
Yeah.
Just look more athletic. You know what I mean? I don't have any tattoos to cover or anything, but
I like the look.
To stay warm.
Jason Asamoah has checked in. 2 for BC, and he just turned it over. Bad pass. Thomas from the wing. His 3, too strong. Hastings with the board. Here comes Steger, the freshman. Gets the bump. He'll go to the line.
Steger's one of those guys. You're going to ask him to play more minutes, but you're also...
Announcement yesterday, and, this was a guy, one of their leaders, who, had ACL toward last year. Like, wow, 8th game of the season.
Yep.
And they were anticipating to have him full go, basically, this month. And this happened.
So, Matt McMahon said that about their schedule. They said, we planned on having him back, December, so we wanted a schedule that was a little bit easier for guys to develop, to figure out who we are, what we want to do, and then that happens. Now, I will say, he's a guy that's been around the program for now 3-4 years. Mm-hmm. He's got a support staff around him. I always think about that with players being at 2, 3, 4 schools over their time. When you go through an injury, and you just got to a place, is it the same as if you've been there for 3 or 4 years in terms of the support within the community that you have? And I'm going to look away, because, man.
That was a year ago, basically today, when he tore the ACL. Yeah. And then just this past Friday, ruptures his Achilles against Drake. Fred Payne. In the post, Kapke turns, a little up and under, missed it.
It was one of those almost a good play.
Sutton, jump stop, kisses it home.
How was the jump stop?
You can call it travel, so I used the jump stop there.
Jump stop? Question mark? If your voice goes high at the end, it implies a question.
That's first point still for LSU, though, in the past 5 minutes. 6:30 till the half.
It's just been different with Nwoko on the bench. I mean, it's just like trying to figure out who's who on the floor. You can't get the same spacing. You can't throw it in. He's not going to command that much attention.
Thomas hasn't found a stroke yet. Thomas just 1 of 7 from the field right now.
I tell you what's tough about that is the fact that Thomas is getting really good looks.
Yeah.
It's almost a mental game when you're getting such good looks and they're not going down. You just have to keep letting it fire. Create rhythm in your feet. So don't be standing still when the ball comes your way. Sometimes a little rhythm dribble helps. Get to the free throw line. Find a stroke.
Robert Miller. Tama. In and out.
point, you got to get Donald Hayden going. He's got to be a threat to the LSU defense.
Chase Forte. That's no good. Tampa again with the rebound. .5:30 until the half. Miller's double team, kicks it out. Thomas gets in that paint and a reach in. Hey, our ACC network carry reactions. Of course, after the game, complete breakdown as well. There's Thomas, drives the baseline, count the bucket and one.
Thought he may have gotten away with a little bit of a hook. But good players tend to get away with a little bit more. Watch his left hand. I want to see his left hand.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I do say the best call in basketball is the no call, so that qualifies. Let that go. Extra physical contact puts him at the free throw line. He's got such a good, I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, rhythm's not even the word, but he's just got a good, smooth fluidity to his game. And I think his ability to change speeds, but also kind of redirect traffic with eyeballs and chin fakes, head fakes, he really moves the game. I think that's what separates good guards from next level guards. I said, not just a game manager, game manipulator. Do you move the basketball or do you move the game? He has the ability to move the game.
First 2 seasons at UNLV, he's a Vegas kid. Now at LSU, and then number 3 by Boden Kapke. Second time he's dropped one.
The 3 going down is great, but I like even better the fact that it's going to pull defense. And if you get Kapke involved in ball screen situations, handoff situations with a switching defense, make the right read, you're going to get open shots.
Thomas again off the glass.
Got to play angles if you're defending him, force him into tough angle shots.
He's got 7. 4:30 until the half. Hand spins, shot wild. Here comes Thomas and LSU. McKinnon throws it up, and Robert Miller III throws it down.
Yeah, good execution and transition. That thing up the wing, and McKinnon did the right job of getting his head up and reading that kind of 2-on-1 situation with him attacking.
Inside, Kapke got position, rocks the rim.
He's kind of a beneficiary of the switching defense, and he made the right read by saying, look, I got a matchup down here I can abuse. I'm going to stay low and not work out to the perimeter where they're just going to switch back and get a big one.
Kapke's got 8. And back the other way is Markel Sutton, little jump hook. Fred Payne, the triple, no good. Eight-point lead for LSU. Thomas in the paint, draws the foul, count the bucket.
That was just good, physical, sit on 2 feet, pivot foot.
With their largest lead of the game thus far.
Not shooting it well.
Nope.
I mean, 0-6 from 3. Struggling even to get all the free throws to go in cleanly. But BC's struggling as well.
Yeah.
I think BC just hasn't been able to adjust to this switching man. You've got to use the switch against the team that's trying to switch everything on you. You got to have counters, and it takes some time to figure it out. But you got to feel out the game in the first 5 minutes.
Markel Sutton knocks down the triple. The Omaha transfer. He's got 9.
My concern, if I had one for LSU coming in when I was watching, prepping for this game, is it's all a team that could get up and down the floor. Scoring 90-plus points a game, yes. But at times, switching defenses can slow the game down. Why? Because he hit in the late clock situations. You switch everything around the perimeter, the ball never really gets attacked until late. And that could slow the game down. McMahon talked about this LSU team being able to play even faster. I think at times it could be a shift in what you do defensively that allows you to speed the game up.
Well, credit Coach McMahon for what he's done with this roster. He's totally revamped the roster, brought in a lot of new faces. Obviously, he's got some support from the administration with the NIL and collectives and guys like Thomas, and Sutton, McKinnon. They can score it. Here's Sutton again, and he's going to go to the line. Very, very experienced compared to last year. Take a look how much older this group is.
It's always funny. Typically, we would do a list like this and stop at 5. But if you're 6th and you're in the game we're calling, we're going to just add to the list. That's a pretty remarkable. Yeah, it could be 8th and we'll still do it. That's a really good group when you consider the teams up in that list. Now, the thing is, and this is what you got to understand, just because you're old doesn't mean you're, quote, experienced, right? Like, you haven't played a lot together, and I think that's one of the determining factors is, like, how long does it take you to develop continuity? How long does it take you to gel? How long does it take you to get through the things that a lot of us learn just by playing, right? The playground dynamics of who I trust in the toughest of situations. Those are all things that have to get worked out, but experience on the floor kind of shortens that learning curve.
Under 2 minutes until the half. Good drive by hand, and he lays it in. Hey, Sunday night, the Huddle crew will have the annual selection show special. 2-hour show. It includes full breakdowns of the ACC's bowl and playoff-bound teams. The coverage will start 6 Eastern right here on the ACC network and, of course, the ESPN app.
By the way, delay game warning on Donald Hand for touching the ball there. If I'm that man, I'm going nuts over there. If I'm trying to play fast, no way I'm allowing a team to touch the basketball after they make a shot and then set up your press.
90 seconds until the half. Sutton has his pocket picked by Fred Payne. And Freddie dunks it home.
Now build upon that if you're Boston College. You get a stop, you get your defense set, you got energy in the building, build upon it.
You saw Payne urging the crowd on. Thomas got to the left hand, lays it up and in.
It's kind of masterful.
He's got 11.
I mean, they pressured him too, it didn't matter.
And as it knocked away out of bounds, it'll stay with.
Allows you to get your defense set and build upon it. It's going to be a foul on the shooter.
And freshman Caleb Steger.
Sometimes you foul shooters when you're overly aggressive on the closeout. A lot of times it's because your coach is saying, don't let that guy shoot. So you get scared, you're going to get in trouble and taken out of the game, so you overcommit. Other times you get a step behind the play and you don't think he's going to take the shot. Sometimes you're just getting into the closeout, you're getting into the body, and he rises up and takes the shot. That's kind of what Steger did.
Freshman only shoots 50% from the line. Missed the first one. Missed them both. BC, by the way, just 2 of 6 from the line here early on. Thomas throws it away.
He doesn't do that a lot either. It's like when Peyton Manning turned the ball over in his prime. You pretty much blame the receivers. Tom Brady, the same thing. He probably went the wrong way as a receiver. Good point guards get that benefit of the doubt.
First turnover for Thomas. 30 seconds until the half. 12-point lead for the Tigers. Corner, Steger, yes, for 3.
Really good stuff. Really good stuff.
He's got 7.
You had the matchup inside, so you got the ball out. You got ball side, throw it inside. The double team led to the open shot for Steger. Really good stuff offensively from BC. Broken rotations. What I mean by broken rotations, well, Nwoko got 2 fouls, so it's now playing with a different rotation. Thomas has had to do a lot more.
Here's McKinnon. To Thomas with 5. Throws it up. Miller tips it in.
Sure he did. That was like he got hung and finished on the same play.
He did.
I would say if I'm just picking brackets, which I stink at that in March anyway, but if I'm picking brackets, it looks like day 2 favors the SEC in terms of matchups. Outside of the shock, that's Arkansas-Louisville.
Go inside. Hastings. He knocks it down.
I like to play.
His first 2.
You go at the guy who's got 2 fouls, and you see how physical he wants to defend.
Inside, Nwoko. His shot blocked out of bounds by Hastings.
You know, Hastings knows he's not going to get a double, and Nwoko's got 2 fouls, so Nwoko's not going to be too physical. You see the no arm bar, the hands up in the air, that's a guy that doesn't want to foul.
They love Hastings. They call him an elite defender as Nwoko with the little jump hook.
It's a bouncy jump hook.
Nwoko's got 8. Here's Payne for 3. Short. Front of the rim. Thomas. Nwoko. Back out to Thomas. That pass, skip pass, was tipped by BC. And Thomas, top of the key, open. Rolls off.
It's right there on the shot. The shot looks good. He just can't get anything to fall. Thomas has gotten such good looks from 3. They almost become harder shots because he's that open. I know that makes sense to very few people, but if you've been a shooter at all, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes the harder shots are easier to make. Donald Hand's just trying to create something. He's really struggled to find it, and they need everything he can give them.
Dedan Thomas 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. Donald Hand rattles in the first one. This guy was the conference most improved player last season. He started off slow, especially shooting the basketball here. Got a little hitch there in that shot.
I don't know how you do that. The whole idea about shooting is it should be fluid. Whatever you do is fluid. It's why I made a higher percentage of step backs going to the left than I did straight on jump shots, is because there's fluidity and rhythm into a step back more so than a catch and shoot. I don't know if I'll understand that hitch in the shot, but if anybody should know he's doing it, it's your own dang teammates.
Turnover by Thomas. Hand. No, but the follow, yes, by Hastings.
Good job running the floor by Hastings. Nwoko was the secondary defender, comes over for the shot block. And if Hastings is not running the floor, he's not getting this ball. But you're going to see him. He takes off. Pump the arms. Nwoko comes by him, goes for the block, and no one's there to take Hastings off the glass. That's why Big's got to run the floor.
Call that foul on Chase Forte. That's going to be his 3rd. Thomas splits the defenders, gets in the paint. Good dish. And a foul. Pablo Tamba went to dunk it home.
Sometimes it's a bummer when they don't make the dunk, don't finish the play, because that was a really good play. Great look at it from up above. Split. And I know coaches always say things like, you can't let him split. It's like, he's good. He's going to do it every once anyway. Yeah, that was a tight window that he got it through. we always like the highlights, and that was a really pretty play in general, right? Split, draw the secondary, actually third defender up, drive him up, dish down, finish. That could have been really pretty.
It's going to be the third foul on Aiden Shaw. And
I don't know
they're going to call
about
that foul on Markel Sutton. His second.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems...
Coach McMahon's like, come on.
Yeah.
Hastings lost it going up.
Just get moving a little too fast if you're a big. Use your footwork. Use your elbows, right? Shin the ball on the turn. Keep your elbows strong. You get to a right shoulder, left hook, left shoulder, right hook with your size, no one's stopping that. But you can't shoot a shot with your back to the basket.
Thomas throws it up.
Goodness.
Nwoko throwing it down again.
It looked like he was going to catch that, come down with it, pump fake 5 times, probably end up the free throw line. I did not see him throwing that down. Because I'm a mere mortal.
Hastings knocked away by Thomas.
I love replays. This is a great image of it. Let's see. I mean, this is not an easy kick. It's outside of the restricted arc. The other thing is, he kind of jumped, right? It was almost a straight vert. Not like he got steps into it.
Aiden Shaw attacks the rim. The three is good. Back the other way is Max McKinnon.
Let's go. We've been asking for it. A little bit of energy in here. Nwoko and Shaw and then a 3. All right. A little life in the building.
Payne is cut off. Here's Donald Hand. Pull up. Nope. Rebound Sutton.
Who's going to build on the little energy that we finally found here?
Thomas. Sutton has it knocked away. And it goes off his leg.
Aiden Shaw sitting here. Yeah, look. I mean, he was lining up, taps the head, points the finger. That was a good one.
That's very nice.
I think a lot of times the individual that dunks it overhypes their own dunk a lot. I'm going to give him credit on that one. That was good.
And cut off. And it calls a timeout.
Well, which was a timeout. Now we're at the under 16. The next dead ball is going to be another timeout.
Luka Toews, the 3 by the freshman.
If you could take a little energy, you cut this to 9 now. You take a little energy, a good stop here, maybe get fouled on the other end. It feels like a different game. And what it feels like does matter to a player.
LSU, no turnovers in the first half. Already a couple here in the second. Nwoko misses the jump hook. Here comes Toews again. Extra pass to Hand.
Get to the basket. You get to the basket. You get fouled on this possession that's going to lead to another timeout.
Oh, good dish! And once again, it's Jaden Hastings dunks it home.
Really good stuff. Toews is really good about just feeling the game. Very patient, poised for a young guy. Played at a high level.
6 all in this half here for Hastings. Coach Earl Grant loves the freshman Luka Toews. In fact, thinks the offense probably runs a lot smoother with the freshman. Corner 3, no good. Here's Sutton for the offensive pull. Back to McKinnon. Second one, no good. Here comes Payne. Lead is just 7. Hand pulls up and knocks it down. 4-point lead, 8-0 run by the Eagles.
How about that? Donald Hand calls the timeout with 6 16:01. Since that moment, we've gotten a little bit of up and down. Man, one of the travel didn't get it. Since then, it cut this to a 4-point game. I think a big piece of this is Nwoko has not been the same guy since he went out with that second foul. Hastings has been able to go right after him.
Thomas misses that layup. And here comes Luka Toews. Turns the corner. Look at the handles. Pull up. Yes! The freshman!
I'm telling you, he's on another level.
Oh, sophomore, excuse me on that one. But what a shot.
He's special. He's very smooth with the ball. And I like this matchup. Toews and Thomas.
Fights over the screen. 2-point lead. Up and under move. Nope. Flying in for the board is BC. Here we go. The Eagles have not led at any point in this game. A three, they can take the lead. Skip pass. In the Kapke, turnaround jump hook. No. That three, too strong by Rashad King. And Toews back the other way.
We're seeing something with Toews in the game. There's just a different level of stability and playmaking and ball movement. He's initiating well, but also creating good action with his ball movement. The jump shot he hit was next level.
How about those handles?
Just working it through. Look, that's not an easy shot. You're going up against a much taller defender, so you've got to get him turned going to the basket and then pull up quickly, just enough of a fade to be able to get that shot off. I know that. I had to try to create as much space as possible on the floor to get shots off.
Second foul on Pablo Tamba. He has a seat. Michael Nwoko has checked back in for LSU. There's Toews. Pull up. Yep. He's hot. He's hot. He's got 9. That Luka magic has come to Conti. Nwoko kicks it back out. King, 3, no. Rebound, Sutton. And he glaze it in.
No foul on the block out. I don't know how many steps Sutton took. I mean, that was like you're an Asian step. I don't know, what are we doing?
Knocked away from Toews. King. Nope. Followed, yes, by Sutton.
All right.
He's got 14. Lead is 4.
Let's clean up the action. It was a mess of a possession. The hard box out, no call, and a lot of steps. A double Euro step.
Kapke, the pop, too strong.
That's the right play.
He's been the hot hand, is Sutton. Missed that 3, though. Oh, Luka! Shot is short, follows his own miss.
He's got a really good poise.
I think he's a little winded, too. He's playing a lot of minutes.
Well, he's had to do a lot off the bounce. But he's doing a good job creating off the bounce. The timeout that's coming will be much needed.
Steger! Oh. Yes! He's got 10. New career high for the freshman. 1-point lead for LSU. Oh, this this crowd is into it now. Corner three by Rashad King. No. Nwoko. And I think he got a push underneath.
All right. We asked for it, didn't we?
The second half, the Eagles shooting 60%. LSU just 29%, but thanks in part to Luka Toews, who's got 9 points. 7 of them have come here in the second half as he gets a blow. The backup point guard, the sophomore for BC.
I like the bigger lineup, too, from BC. Hastings and Kapke on the floor at the same time. Kapke can space the floor, but you utilize Hastings down low to block shots, deter anything at the rim, and finish around the rim on secondary chance opportunities.
Fred Payne lost it out of bounds, turns it over. Hey, coming up next, again, the third annual ACC SEC Men's Basketball Challenge. It rolls on in Atlanta, Mississippi State and Georgia Tech.
I played in this when it was the Big Ten ACC Challenge. I will say, like, as a player, it did matter to us. We didn't want to lose to another conference. We wanted to validate what we had to go through over the next couple months. It's like it matters and it doesn't at the same time.
McKinnon off the glass.
A gift. Total gift, right? End the clock. You just heave it up because he looked up and he saw clock's running down. I got to just get a shot up. That's the basket you get to go up 3 when you really haven't gotten anything going on the offensive end.
7 points for Max. Lead is 3. Kapke sets the high screen. Forte downhill. Payne in the corner. Got it. It's a 3. Tied up at 51. Payne's got 7. 8 minutes to play. LSU unbeaten, 7-0 on the season. BC at 4-4. Nwoko. Sets the screen. Markel Sutton spins off the glass. No, Hastings. The rebound. BC looking for their first lead. And Payne lost it. To Steger. Bodies following everywhere. Here's McKinnon. Foul on the floor.
Oh, he's been good ever since.
Keep in mind, BC scored 26 points in the first half. They've already scored 25 here in the second half. We're all tied up at 51. Nwoko powers that one up, missed it. Once again, BC can take their first lead of the game.
It's really good defense, though, from BC, showing and then high hands to take away any pass inside, then getting back and taking away an easy one at the rim.
Kapke. The three's no good. Here comes Dedan Thomas, who's checked back into the game. Thomas throws it up for Nwoko.
It would have caught in.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's interference on Nwoko.
I mean, that lob was going in the basket.
It sure was.
It looked like, I think it was, didn't Cameron Boozer have one? It looked like he was throwing a lob and he just threw it right in the basket. That could have been yesterday. It could have been a week ago. Not the best with memory.
Inside to Hastings. Jump hook. Good. First lead of the game for BC. Here comes the Conti Forum crowd. Sutton on the baseline, puts his shoulder into Toews. Shot blocked by Hastings. 1 second. Thomas just flicks it up. Payne attacks, hangs, and his shot rolls off.
I think Hastings has just been a different dude, and he's not demanding a double. He's not really going to command a double. But if he's got a matchup he likes, you can't let him win the battle of position. This was just all sorts of weird. Definitely think he got away with a little dislodge.
First on Hastings.
I think that the added physicality and the chop that comes from added physicality has favored Boston College.
Thomas in the paint. Nope. Rebound. Kapke. Keep in mind, LSU, 8th in the country in scoring, averaging 94 points per game. They are just 6 for 26 from the floor in here in the second half. Here's Toews. Luka magic has come to Conti. For Toews. Lead is 5. The 3 is no good.
Toews has been terrific. And I know he saw it. I didn't see it.
Max McKinnon will shoot him.
Those are tough, too. I'm in the heat of it, but, man, when you're rolling, you got the lead. And LSU has just struggled to score. Really just struggled to score on the offensive end. These become freebies.
Here's another look at it. Watch number 5. Let's see. Right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's what they call it. That's the flavor.
Definition of unnecessary. Borderline dumb, but you got to understand in the heat of the moment, things happen, and you can't let them happen if you're Fred Payne.
Under 5, McKinnon, ball fake, pulls the 3. No good. Hastings the rebound.
It's a good defensive stance, and look, they got a decent shot, but you were in position to rebound. Now it's your opportunity to get back to work. I still think you got to include Toews as much as possible. He's really been tough.
Here's Payne. Pull up. Nope. Kapke. Follow. No. Tip. Loose. Toews comes up with it. He'll reset. First ever meeting between LSU and BC. Kapke with 1. Off the glass and rolls out. Here's Dedan Thomas.
This game has gotten just choppy enough to feel like every possession matters now.
Miller drives off the glass and in. 1-point lead for BC. Miller's got 8. 3:20 to play. Hastings sets the pick. Toews downhill and lays it in.
He's got to play 30 minutes, and it's not just because of the outcome of his good play. He's just different with the ball in his hands.
Luka's got 14. 12 have come here in the second half. That one knocked out of bounds, but it will stay with a 3-point lead. 2:53 to play. LSU unbeaten so far this season. Dedan Thomas off the screen in the paint. The runner's no good. Follows his own shot and draws the foul.
Just wonder at what point Dedan Thomas is going to start to take over a little bit on this side of the floor. Now, something Matt McMahon talked about was we've got to be able to make shots, get back, and get our defense set. We're good and can dictate the game when the defense is set. Well, they got 55 points on the board. They haven't been scoring it. So BC's been able to play against a defense that just isn't set.
Thomas rolls in the first one. Fourth foul on Aiden Shaw. In fact, this is just his, second point here. Third annual Women's Basketball Challenge wraps up tomorrow night. SMU, Arkansas 7 right here on ACC Network.
Watch out for SMU in the new world of college basketball. Kind of the professionalized college basketball. See what BYU did? Go out and get the best. SMU could do the same. You know, resources matter these days.
Without question.
Word is they got resources.
Yeah. Third on McKinnon. 1 point lead for BC.
Who do you, we asked Earl Grant, who do you trust? Toews was one of them. Doesn't play a ton of minutes, but he does trust his ability to just manage and play the game right.
And fouled by Thomas as he shoots the three. And not the guy that you want to foul because Hand only 15% from beyond the arc this season thus far.
He has struggled to shoot it. Does have a little hitch in his shot. Again, you limit rhythm when you're not fluid from your feet to the release.
And Hand misses that first free throw. 2 of 4 from the line here tonight. As his father looks on, he's got 7 points.
Oh, he's sitting close. I'm going to be quiet about the shot. Upset parents over here.
This guy who averages 15 a game. Knocks down that second one. He's got one more.
His dad was a player, too. That was my era, man. Same as my brother, 97 to 01. Time at Virginia, he was a player.
2 of 3. Yes, he was. In fact, captain 3 years there at Virginia. Donald Hand Sr. 3-point lead. Thomas. McKinnon. Hang, shot short. And Toews comes away with it.
McKinnon's been flat on a lot of those shots. Kind of has up and under opportunities, but just been flat on the release. Doesn't elevate.
Under 2 minutes. Payne. Kapke. No. And here comes Thomas. Hangs. Shot no good. Hastings grabs it. 90 seconds to play.
He'd been a different half, and a big part of that is Nwoko was so good in the first half, and really nothing since. He went out with the 2 fouls, didn't play the last 11 minutes of the first half, and hasn't really had much of an impact on this game. Toews has.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Toews gets in the paint to Hastings. He goes up. Was it a shot clock violation?
Is good versus when he's really not existent. It's a different team. Not enough balance around Thomas.
1 of 2. Lead is 4.
I also think Boston College and Earl Grant has figured out a little something with the longer lineups, the bigger players. Kapke can move around the perimeter. Hastings is going to play more short corner, high post area on the block. It's been a different lineup. They've rebounded much better. They've contested shots at the rim, and they've rebounded those shots as well.
Tigers have shot just 22% from the field here in the second half. The Eagles 48%. LSU averaging 94 points per game. BC has locked him up for 57 right now. A minute to play. McKinnon. Skip pass. Thomas in the lane. Floater. Yes! 2-point lead, 51 seconds.
To manipulate the game.
Here's Toews. 2-point lead for BC. Toews drives, dishes it off, and Shaw couldn't handle it. Turnover. Here comes Thomas. Opportunity to tie the game or take the lead. Hesitates, drives, lays it in. Dedan Thomas. You said, at what point is he going to take it over?
He just
and
has to, and that was a little bit of a breakdown, miscommunication.
And maybe I go to Fred Payne, or maybe I use him as decoy.
I think he used Kapke as a decoy as well. I mean, pick and pop guys, see if they're going to switch it. If you get a matchup, you can exploit it, but if you wait too long, you're just going to rely on a tough one down the stretch.
Toews, he can take the last shot. They're going to leave it to his hands. Step back. And a timeout.
I don't mind
Coach Grant.
I don't mind it. Toews felt like he had a matchup.
Toews.
Not switching in the corner.
Has it for 3. Short. And we're going to overtime.
Oh, are we? All right, now here's the problem if you're Boston College.
And it's the Tigers who control the tip. Here's Thomas. They run 2 guys at him. Splits him. Got in the lane. Off the glass and in.
Just such a tough cover.
19 for Dedan Thomas.
You almost can't hedge him with his ability to find just a little sliver in the defense and get through it.
Here's Hand. Fades. Markel Sutton pulls the board. Thomas will walk it up.
If you're LSU, you want to string a couple good possessions together and just shift the entire feel of this game here at overtime.
Thomas is going to back down Toews. And draws that foul on Hastings. Matt McMahon went after. He said, I had to have a really good point guard. They went and got him in the portal. Came over from UNLV, and he's one of the main reasons why guys like Michael Nwoko, a number of these guys came to LSU this season to play with him.
I mean, look at BYU. You bring in one of the best players in the country coming into college basketball and advance them. And other guys follow. They want to be a part of that.
Thomas has scored the last 10 points for LSU, too. He's got 21 now. Oh, stripped. Hand in the paint. Got it back. Throws it up. Nope. Nwoko comes away with it. And Thomas will walk it up again.
I like the aggressiveness from Donald Hand, but it's got to be with a purpose. I mean, that was just to get it in there and give it a chance. We want to see Nwoko go to work again.
Jump hook is good.
That matters. That absolutely matters. It provides a better balance for LSU on the offensive end when he's involved.
6-point lead for the Tigers here in OT. Toews, the triple. Under 3 to play. McKinnon had it, lost it. Loose ball, and I think it's going to go to BC.
I said you got to get him. You got to get him involved early. Really good, particularly the left shoulder right hook. That's not an easy one on the baseline. He's not 5 feet from the basket. That's a good 10 feet. Go ahead and practice that shot in your backyard and tell me how hard that one is.
8th straight game Nwoko's been in double figures. Only played 14 minutes, though, tonight because of foul trouble early on. Payne misses that three. Toews tipped out to him. Kapke asking for it. And met at the rim, but a foul.
It's a great find by Toews, and it's all set up by the look away. Kind of looks off the post feed and then makes the entry pass in the perfect spot. See, just shows back out to the top of the floor, lifts the defense just enough to get the pass in. That's good stuff. What did Earl Grant say? He goes, he's like the number 3 player coming out of Japan. He goes, everybody talks about number 1 and number 2. Never even worry about number 3. It's pretty darn good, too.
That's the first point for BC here in overtime.
Something about what it feels like. It felt like LSU stole the game from them at the end of the regulation. So now if you're BC, you got to find ways to turn the field back into your favor.
4-point lead here for the Tigers. 2 minutes to play. Horn set. Thomas turns the corner in the baseline. Big time three by Max McKinnon. McKinnon knocks down that three. He's got 12.
This feels like an early dagger. Thomas just drug 4 defenders with him.
Kapke, no. Tipped out. Payne with 1:20. Down 7 inside. Kapke reaching. And they caught Pablo Tan. Knocks down that 3. So skilled.
He also put it in his pocket. It was a good pass. It wasn't just the right find. It was a good pass to catch and shoot.
Kapke is so versatile for BC. Can play a number of different positions. Knocks down 2 free throws. Lead is 5. 1:18 to play. BC's got 1 timeout left. Meanwhile, the Tigers, or the Eagles, I should say, 0 for 5 from the field.
They'll throw it up.
Break the press. And it's Pablo Tamba who will go to the line for LSU.
That's the tough thing. When you get in a situation where you've got to press and you have a guy like Thomas, if there's a sliver, right, he will find it and he will beat you with the bounce. The best guards don't sweat pressure. They beat you with a bounce.
Tamba came over from UC Davis. Clutch. LSU has made their last 8 free throws. Perfect 4 for 4 here in overtime. Minute to play. Kapke, long 3, no good. McKinnon tied up. Possession arrow pointed towards BC. Don't forget, BC had an opportunity to win this game. The end of regulation.
They did, and that probably wasn't the shot. I mean, you catch that on the fly, turn the corner if you're Toews, and I'm sure he probably wants it back.
And follow-away jumper, nope. McKinnon comes away with a steal. And Toews a foul Thomas.
I mean, it's not over, but you can kind of read faces for BC, and that's tough. You fought back. You fought back. I mean, you're down big.
And in control. He had like a 4-point lead here as we headed into that final minute.
It just felt like Thomas started to just take over when he needed to. And that's why I say having the best player on the floor you pretty much simplify things in the college game where it's like, well, who's the best player? Who can take over the game when they need to? Who can get a bucket? Who can get to the free throw line? Who knows how to rally troops and get a stop? Talk about, you got to win free agency in college basketball these days. What guys are you getting? Are they winners? Thomas has made the plays and he's made the shots. That's why you go get that guy.
Said, BC 0 for 2 in overtime. They've now been outscored 40-23 in overtime this season. The extra bonus has not been kind here to the Eagles.
I mean, struggling to score outside of the free throw line. I think there are different things you can do with Toews and ball screens. He's just really good about not only reading the initial action, he's good at making the counter. To whatever you do, there's a counter. He reads that well. Very few players do that at this level. To do it like this, but when you see frustrated fans leaving, I always want to remind them, it's like, yeah, the dudes on the floor care more than you do. I promise you that.
1 of 2 by the freshman. Lead is 8, 30 seconds to play.
Somewhere, being able to win games, it's somewhere between learning how not to lose and learning how to win. And there's a little nuance to that. If you play not to lose, you're going to lose. Not all the time, but you're going to lose some games. You got to learn how to win games. Sometimes that is learning how not to lose, but you can't play that way.
Toews will have a seat. 14 points for him in this one. 12 of those came here.
I mean,
after they have.
Toews brought him back.
Yep.
No question, Toews brought him back. He was a weapon when they couldn't find one. And he opened up other weapons. And that's what you've got to build upon. You learn a lot about different rotations you might be able to play with, who can do what, and then how to find balance around them.
Here's that reach in on Thomas.
Drives the coaches crazy, by the way.
Because you're saying to yourself, I love the effort, but we got 10-point lead. Why foul?
Come on.
We got 15 seconds to play in a 10-point lead. Why foul him?
Just hands straight. It wasn't bad. It was just a good play by hand, honestly. But go hands up. Force the toughest shot possible in that situation. Frankly, that's what good defense is all the time.
Hand knocks down all 3. Now Markel Sutton to go to the line and shoot 2.
I always think about this as a coach and thinking of Matt McMahon, how you want to play versus just winning the game. I understand you didn't play this game the way you wanted to play it. That's fine. You can live with that so long as you find a way to win the game.
Yeah.
So I think at this point you go, look, a lot for us to learn, a lot for us to figure out. We definitely didn't play the game we wanted to play. We've got to find ways to put more pace on the game. We got to find ways to find balance on the floor. But at the same time, There are games where you just go, man, just win. Just figure it out.
Both are good by Sutton. And the pull-up from 3 is too strong. And the Tigers will remain unbeaten. 78-69, our final here in overtime. LSU now 8-0 on the season. Boston College